Independent Senator Anthony Vieira agrees with the Prime Minister that there is a need to revisit the Environmental Management Act, especially since the Act will be 30 years old in 2025. As he raised the matter on the adjournment to update this country's environmental laws and processes and reconsider the presumed benefits of large brands hotels to small island developing states in the context of the global climate change crisis, Senator Viera said amendments to the Act is timely.
To renew how it has worked, where it falls short, and where it can do better. Further, 30 years ago, when scientists were warning us about climate change, their voices were effectively drowned out by cover-ups, counter-narratives, and distractions coming from the fossil fuel sector, applying the same playbook that the tobacco industry used to downplay, obfuscate, and derail warnings about the dangers of tobacco.
The Minister of Planning and Development, Pennelope Beckles, in her response said the Cabinet is considering strengthening the Environmental Management Act. She also shared some of the initiatives underway to address issues of climate change in keeping with government's approach of integrating climate change into national development processes and international development.
And they are the updated National Climate Change Policy incorporating the Paris Agreement provisions has been submitted to Cabinet for approval. Once approved, any legislative requirement that may be necessary for domestic implementation, this will be pursued. The draft rules for mandatory greenhouse emissions reporting is under Cabinet for consideration. Transparency reporting rules under the Paris Agreement are being drafted to track climate actions across ministries, agencies, and NGOs.
In June, the Prime Minister said there was a need to revisit the Environmental Act, as in its current state, it obstructs rather than helps development in the country. At the time, he was reiterating that Tobago needs to be a major tourist destination with the construction of new resorts on the island.